This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I think the development of Josh Allen as a starting quarterback in Buffalo has been rapid. We knew he had a big arm coming out of college. People question his accuracy, his decision-making a little bit, but I think that continues to improve as well. And the biggest surprise, how well he's used his legs to give them an extra dimension in the running game. And give him credit, his completion percentage last season was up 6 points from the year before. He continues to improve.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Absolutely love Zach Moss coming out of the University of Utah. He was a kid who grew up in the state of Florida and comes out of a famous football family. And you can see the bloodlines when he plays. Strong, determined, excellent vision, contact balance, and good patience as a runner as well. Many question his long speed, but I wouldn't worry about that a heck of a lot. Watch him eat up 5-10-yard runs, and by the end of games, often over 100 yards.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Allen going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'm not sure what the proper term is, whether things just actually worked out. The universe spoke serendipity, but you remember all through 2019, everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa going to the Dolphins in the draft, and many thought that was lost when the Dolphins actually won a few games at the end of the season. But Tua still went to them at number 5, and he has fit in perfectly. Exactly what they've been looking for at the quarterback position.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 12. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He completes it to Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That went into the hands of Laird. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the turnover, it's Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Two and now on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Second and 11 now. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. First down, they run with Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And Wilson has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And that one going to come up short, low throw. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run with Howard.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Yeah, and he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He may try and run for this. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun. Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Check back. Mike 55.
From the gun, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Hauschka's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single to a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Here's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
None of that.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here comes Grant on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
2nd and 7. Tua going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The All-Pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
52 52.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Grant sets to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. To return is Roberts. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run here with Singletary. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Second and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To the air. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Again, it's Howard, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Matt Hawk now, on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run a draw now with Singletary, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second and 2. Now a run with Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run on first down. Singletary, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. He'll try. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Howard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
There we go, dude. That's the way to hit.
Second and 6. of the shotgun. Breida. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Singletary. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Miami set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 45.
He'll drop to throw.
Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On second down, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Tua to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua finding Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. 16 yards, a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Singletary again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Tagovailoa. It's Williams on the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Check down to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now they're in the hurry-up. 2 and now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah, but I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.